What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and this time we're going to be doing another ranking video. That's right, I'm going to rank all solo appearances of Jason Voorhees. That's right, all 11 solo films featuring the man with the hockey mask are going to be ranked. I'm a huge fan of the franchise. Jason's been my favorite character ever since I was a baby. I just love Friday the 13th, and when I was young, Jason was a hero to me. But this is not about how I feel about Jason. This is about how I feel about the movies that he's in, and I'm going to rank them from worst to best, all 11. Let's get started because this is going to be a little long. I'm going to try to make it short. So, kicking this off with numero 11 is Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday, body swapping, and Jason having a homoerotic kiss with a man strapped to a table is all this movie will be remembered for. It sucks. Coming in at number 10. Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Just Jason Go to Manhattan? Yes and no, because parts of Manhattan, strangely enough, look like Vancouver, Canada. Is Jason on a cruise ship for most of this movie? Absolutely. Are the kills good? Absolutely not. Is the suspense good? Hell no. Is there some good stuff in there here and there? Yes, there's some good stuff peppered throughout, but that doesn't save the movie from being an overall bore. This movie is a slug to get through. It doesn't really get good like the last 20 minutes. Coming out number 9 is Jason X. Does Jason go to space? Yes. Does stuff happen in space? Yes. Is it good? Not really. Coming in at number 8, Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. I don't care about whodunit stories in a Friday the 13th movie. I just want to see Jason hack and slash, and instead I get some dude pretending to be Jason, and I don't want that. I want Jason. So yeah, I don't really care about Part 5. And not only that, the kills in Part 5 don't even count because Jason didn't even commit them. Coming in at number 7 is Friday the 13th Part 3. When I was younger, I used to love Part 3. Now that I get older, Part 3 just doesn't really connect with me anymore. The only thing good about Part 3 is the mask. Everything else about Part 3 is kind of cheesy, and I think it has a lot to do with the whole 3D aspect. The 3D gimmick really brings the quality of this movie down, to me at least. Coming in at number 6 is Friday the 13th Part 2. Potato Sack Jason is awesome, and this movie's also pretty good in its own right. I like the character of Ginny. I like the idea of her being a child psychologist, which leads to a really good climax where she gets into Jason's head, which I thought was pretty cool. Coming in at Part 5. Now we get to the top 5, and this might be controversial or might not be controversial. It all depends on how you look at it. But the best thing about lists is that they're subjective, and the best thing about having opinions is that it can get a conversation going, because if we all think the same and act the same, then what's the point of having conversations if we're all going to have the same opinions? Different opinions makes for interesting conversations. So, coming in at number 5 is Friday the 13th Part 1, the original one. I love the original Friday the 13th. It's a good movie. Betsy Palmer as Mrs. Voorhees is fantastic. The greatest female villain ever put to screen to this day will be Mrs. Voorhees. I don't give an F-U-C-K who you will name. To me, Betsy Palmer kicks all their asses. This movie's got memorable kills. It kills off Kevin Bacon, which is never a bad thing. You know, the acting in it can be a little rough here and there, but this movie is not about the acting, it's about the experience, and the experience is seeing these kills, these amazing special effects by Tom Savini. So yeah, I got a lot of love for the original Friday the 13th. Coming in at number 4, now this is where the controversy is going to come in. I think that the 2009 reboot is better than the original movie. I think the story is better, I think the characters are better. I like the character of Clay. I think he's just a better hero. I understand his motivations and what he's going through. And even though the original movie did not have Jason per se, I think this is one of the best portrayals of Jason in general. I think Derek Mears does a fantastic job. You know, when he gets angry, you feel his anger. When Jason has those moments of vulnerability, you feel those moments of vulnerability. You feel sorry for Jason, because at the end of the day, he's just a boy who misses his mom. And when Jason's wielding his machete, and he gets a flashback to when he sees his mom die and he goes berserk, you kind of feel sorry for him. And I ain't going to lie, a little tear came trickling down my face when that happened. I feel sorry for Jason. He's just a boy who misses his mother, and anyone can relate to something like that. Coming in at number 3, Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. This movie gave us Kane Hodder, the OG Jason. And also, it's Jason versus Carrie. It's a very entertaining movie. I like it. Coming in at number 2, Friday the 13th Part 4, The Final Chapter. Now, Friday the 13th Part 4 is considered to be the Dark Knight of the Jason movies. And it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard not to see that. This movie is not just a good Jason movie, it's a good horror movie in general. It's got really likable characters. It's got an awesome Jason by Ted White, who's very brooding and very cowboy stature-like. You got Corey Feldman, which is awesome. And you got Crispin Glover showing the world just how good of a dancer he really is. But my ultimate Friday the 13th movie, my favorite one, is Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. I love this movie. CJ Graham as Jason, he has a very Terminator-like quality to him, and the way he moves and the way he acts, it's fantastic. It's very intimidating. The Alice Cooper soundtrack is kick-ass, and the whole feel of feeling like a gothic Universal movie is fantastic, and it has a pretty cool car chase set to boot as well. Love Jason Lives. Great movie. So yeah, those are my rankings of all the Friday the 13th films. Let me know yours in the comment sections below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.